keep the energy up.
I feel like I need to clutch my bear.
Yeah, Amy did the same thing.
For support. Hey guys, so today I want to share with you my awkward prom story. I'm hoping that if any of you guys have had awkward prom stories, then this will make you feel a little better. Or if you're nervous about prom and you just want it to be perfect, then this will also take the pressure off of you, knowing that not everyone has the perfect experience. Here's the story. So it was a few weeks before prom. And if you don't know, if you're just randomly watching this, you're like, who are you? I have an older sister who's 18 months older than me and a younger sister who's 18 months younger than me. So we were like the three musketeers. So we're always together. We always were like, I was homeschooled, but we were always like at the local high school, like during their lunch or like hanging out with them all the time. So my older sister had a date to prom, which was her boyfriend. And my younger sister got asked by this boy that she had a crush on forever. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't have a date to prom. And I remember like freaking out, like I was writing in my journal and I was like, I don't have a date to prom and my sisters both do. Like I'm so like embarrassed and like I really wish I could go to prom with them. Like, I mean, I probably could, but like with friends. And I just felt so like left out. So there was this boy that I was obsessed with. I'm gonna name him Kyle. I had a huge crush on him. He was really cute and really, really nice. And he went to the local high school and he was like kind of in the group of friends that we all shared. But he had a girlfriend for a while and they were like on again, off again. I was like, okay, well, they're just gonna go to prom, whatever. So I didn't really have anyone to go to prom with and I was just like, oh. A few weeks before prom, I found out that he and his girlfriend broke up. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started to get like really hyped up, like, oh my gosh, this is like my chance. But then I was like, but he doesn't even really know me that well. We've met and we like say hi to each other and we see each other, but we never like had like a one-on-one conversation or anything. So then you can't be like,
oh gosh.
So I feel like I need to clutch my bear.
Yeah, Amy did the same thing.
For support. I feel like Amy when I go like this, because she does that a lot. She like rocks. Anyways, my boyfriend always gets mad, not mad, but he's like, anyway. Anyways is not a word. Anyway, my sister Christina, my older sister, was looking out for me. She like
That's me.
Oh, she contacted him and told him, I don't know, what did she say? Yeah, I feel like you need to like tell your part of the story. I don't think you ever told me what you said. I've always wondered that.
Okay, I thought I would pop in for 1 sec from being behind the camera into in front of the camera to say this because I was a part of this. So basically, we made a plan. Do you remember this?
No.
No, I think you do remember this. We were in my room, or maybe it was Lisa, and I was like, you and Catherine and I have to go to prom together. It has to be us three. We have to go this year. So I was like, I already have a date. Lisa doesn't have a date. You don't have a date. You guys need to get dates. Let's visualize it. Let's do this, right? So that was my plan. I was like, they have to get dates. We have to go together. I was like, oh my gosh, Cass should go. So
you just said his name. You can't say his name. His name is Kyle. Go back.
Oh my gosh, Cass should go with Kyle. So I made this plan. It was basically practice for now when I'm doing all these business deals with people. I made a deal with him basically. So I was like, text him, was like, hey, how did I even have his number? Someone
gave got from your boyfriend. You knew him.
Okay, this is literally just like a business deal. I'm like, hi, can I get this person's contact? And I was like, hey, it's Christina. Do you have a date for prom or something? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, you know, if you're looking for a date who would be really fun, no pressure, nothing like romantic, blah, blah, but like super fun, low key, low pressure, you should ask Catherine. And then he was like,
I had no idea that you said that. You literally use those adjectives, low pressure, fun.
Yeah, because I thought that'd be a good sell.
What did he say?
He was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea, or something like that. And I was like, okay, I know how to.
Yeah, he's like, I just broke with my girlfriend. Who am I gonna go to prom with? Oh, I'll take the random sister that I kind of know, but not really.
I was like, I know how you could ask her. You come to our house and surprise her at our house.
Okay, so then this is from my pop.
So I organized it.
I think I was like going on a walk, and Christy's like, no, you can't go. You need to take pictures for a photo shoot or some random thing. Some really weird excuse.
Because I needed you to get dressed and look good.
Yeah, she needed me to look good. So I was like, okay, this is really fishy, and I didn't really, at that point, I actually might have had a feeling like something weird is happening. I might have even thought, is gonna ask me to prom? Oh my gosh, I said his name. Is Kyle gonna ask me to prom? I just felt weird. So I got dressed and then the doorbell rings. She's like, oh, Kat, why don't you get it? And I was like, okay. And so I got the door and Kyle was standing there with pink roses and he asked me to prom and I was like, is this real life? Like it just felt really fake because like he didn't really know me that well. So I was like, what? And it was kind of like my dream come true because he was like my crush for like 6 months. I wrote a song about him on the piano. I totally remember it.
What?
Also, I'd like to say that I feel like Christina had more of a crush on him than I did.
I did have a crush on him.
You but you literally like read his Facebook statuses and be like, oh my gosh, he posted the most intelligent thing. And I was just like, okay, I don't know that he's actually a good match for me. Maybe he's more of a match for you. But I still thought he was really cute. So I was like really excited, so excited to go to prom, whatever. So this one it gets a little awkward, and I would just like to say that this boy is so sweet. I think he's actually married now, but he's such an angel, and like I don't mean to throw him under the bus at all. This was just an awkward situation for me. So I had this vintage 90s dress. My old babysitter was the same height as me, 5'9", and she had this dress that was like dark brown, like mahogany, like wine colored, really pretty. And it was just like super elegant. And so I was super excited about it, and I got super dressed up, really happy. My date, Kyle, he comes down the driveway to pick me up for prom. He looked at me and he had this very like romantic look in his eye, and he was like, you look gorgeous. And I was like,
rebound.
Like, I just felt so
he was like, I'm rebounding.
No, I know.
I'm sad.
I was immediately like really overwhelmed, like, oh, what? I don't know him, like I don't know what he expects, like it's kind of scary. Then we like get in his car and then we go to the restaurant and we meet friends for dinner. I don't know if he was like, this is how he treated his ex-girlfriend, but he kept like poking me in the rib cage. Like I think this is some kind of like an introvert humor, like, oh, I was like, I am not an introvert. Like, this does not gel with me. Like, you know those people who are like, oh, poke. It was one of those kind of maneuvers. I was like, oh, it's not my brand. I can't do this. And then we started driving. So the dance was actually like 45 minutes away from where we lived. So I just was like, okay, like he knows what he's doing. Also, I am so weird. I made a mix CD for us to listen to in the car. That's how like I was like a music dork, and I was like really into classic rock, and I remember I put like Pink Floyd on it.
Oh my god.
And it was like just another brick in the wall. Like, why did I put that song on for prom? That is really weird. So weird. So I put in this CD and we're like listening to it. And then like as we're driving, I suddenly realized like I have no idea where we are, and we've been driving for like a really long time. And he doesn't even, this is like before smartphones, so we don't have like GPS on our phones. He literally has a tiny piece of paper that's like that big with like a little star and like a line. Then like that is the directions. It's not even a map. It's like this tiny impression of a map. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like where are we? I didn't know. So we were just driving and I was getting really nervous, but I didn't want to like be controlling or anything and be like, where are we? So I just kind of like let him drive. But then I just started seeing like farms, and I was like, I think I might be past the city. So I just was like sitting there like hyperventilating, and I was just like, because I just hate getting lost, freaks me out, especially when there's no GPS, you're like lost forever. So I was just like really calm. I was like, how close are we? Like just trying to be like chill. And then he was like, oh, I don't really know. I'm not really sure where we are. And I was like, oh, do you want me to call my dad or my mom? Because they both went to the college where the dance is at. And then he was like, oh yeah. So we like pulled over, and then I like told my dad where we were. Like I looked around and looked at the signs, and he was like, what the heck? And apparently we were like way past like the dance until like the next like town over, or like, so I was like really freaked out, but I was like, hey, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna find our way. And I just like trying to be calm. So then finally we got to the dance, and we were really late, but it's okay. I was still excited to go to prom. And then like, I was just so excited to see like my sisters, because they were in like a different group than me. So I was excited to like see them at the dance, hang with them, you know, chill. And then we like got out of his car. He like stopped and he like looked me like right in the eyes, and he was like, I'm so sorry for getting us lost. And he like pulled me into this like really personal type of hug where I was like, oh, like this really like, just feeling really nervous. I was like, okay, like I feel like he was just trying to like, it was just very like seductive for my tastes. my innocent young taste. That was before I ever like looked at a boy. Well, I mean, there's two boys I talked to before that. I think we like held hands. That was all. I remember I was like, it's okay. And I like patted him, so I was like, just go, please. So then we like go into the dance, and the dance is fun, and like it's really good to be with my sisters and whatever. But then like whenever there's like a slow dance, then he like wants to do the slow dance with me. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this, whatever. And then at one point he like looked at me like really seriously in the eyes, and I was like, and he was just like kind of started leaning into me like he wanted to kiss me, and I was like, and I like realized it right in the last moment what was happening. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'd never kissed anyone. I was like, I don't want to kiss him. I don't even know him. So I just like turned my head to the side, and then he kind of like bumped into my like face. I was like, it's just like really awkward. And then he like got, I think, really upset kind of, because then he just like looked really dejected, and then like he left and went, and there was like poker was like the theme. So there were all these like poker like card tables. So then he just like left and went and sat at the poker tables with his other friends like the rest of the night, and I didn't really see him for like a long time. and I might have left without saying goodbye. I can't remember. I kind of started having a mental breakdown the next day. I remember I was at church and I was like having a panic attack. So I was like, that was so awkward and I feel so bad because I feel like he's mad at me and I don't know what to do. And so I sent him this long Facebook message like a few months later and I was like, I'm really sorry about what happened at prom. Like, I just didn't really know what was going on and it seemed like you were kind of like coming on to me a little, so I just felt a little uncomfortable. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to be like that, whatever. So it was fine. But anyways, that's my prom story. And yeah, I would just say my advice to you if you're going to prom, number one, don't go with someone you don't really know. It's really awkward. You don't know what to expect. You can't trust them. I'm not saying he was untrustworthy, but I'm just saying it could be really awkward. And number two, just stay with your close friends that you've known throughout high school. Like, that is gonna be your best bet for the most fun night. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story and have a good prom. Or if you're not going to prom, have a good life. We're making a few other prom videos. Lisa and Danny are doing a prom makeup tutorial. Amy is doing a prom story time, so make sure to check those out too. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell if you would like to be notified every time we have a new video.